I don't know, man. I felt like he was my number one pick to get traded. Like, I feel like a DK Metcalf.
You thought he was going to leave?
I think DK Metcalf this year, if they're like 4-5 or like a 3-6, he'll be a hot commodity for a Chargers. Maybe like a Bengals if they want to add more there, like Rams. A Pittsburgh. Yeah, someone like that. Maybe not Rams because they're in division, but yeah, Rams would be.
We always say that with the in division, but it happens.
Yeah,
like who would have thought Saquon? You know, so yeah. I don't put it past it. 49ers.
That's a second. Okay. That's a second Saquon reference. We got to get into that. We got to get into Saquon
Barkley.
How terrified were you on his first toss where he face planted because the turf in Brazil sucked ass?
No, was that turf or grass?
It was a 50-50 mix, and Saquon slips on the first play, and I'm like, oh my God, Nick.
Yeah,
I wasn't worried, but like come on, it was the first
bad omen.
Dog, it was the first touch.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad omen.
But he came back 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, nice. 3 touchdowns, went from 35-1 to now the favorite for Offensive Player of the Year. You're welcome if you followed. I know there's a long way to go, but the fact that it was that drastic of a line change, I definitely feel good about it. Watching that game Friday, I felt overstimulated. Sorry for the visual, but I was very excited watching that.
Overstimulated.
Yeah.
Was that like a pause moment?
That's the white guy, version of it right there.
That was horned up.
Overstimulated.
Yeah.
Pause.
Seriously. But so here's the thing, right? Because one of the reasons why I picked Barkley for Offensive Player of the Year was obviously the system that he's in now with Philly. It's a perfect match. This is the first time in his career that he's above 500 in September. 1-0 already.
Wow.
It's the best situation he's been in. It's not even close.
He's in a place that loves him. That's going to fuck with him for sure.
It's that, and it's also the fact that the offensive line, for as bad as Jernigan was, remember we were highlighting that might be an issue for them replacing Jason Kelce, who might be like the greatest center of all time. It was still way more of an upgrade from what he had in New York, right? And here's the thing. This is what it's going to look like for him every game if he stays healthy. I think that he'll have north of 20 touchdowns by not Thanksgiving. That's a little too crazy. But mid-December, like week 15.
Damn, bro, he's just
I'm going to bet Saquon Barkley to score a touchdown in every single game.
How many running backs do they have?
They don't. It's him. It's him and Gainwell.
I'm scared.
And look,
they'll hand it off to Smith.
The big issue is him being healthy, right?
Yes, because he has a huge problem with, and I think it's a cold weather, but he has a huge problem with lower leg injuries and ankles, knees.
Yeah, he runs hard, bro. It's not the first hit that gets these running backs. It's the trying to extend a play, and then that dude comes and knocks your ACL out.
Yeah.
So again with Saquon Barkley, right? I was not upset. I was not surprised. That's what it's going to look like. Everybody trashing the Giants about that performance. It never looked like that in New York because the Giants don't have what Philly has. They don't have a top 10 quarterback. They don't have a top 5 offensive line. They don't have anybody that's a threat. All right, Neighbors is cool, but he's a rookie. So how much can you bank on him right away? Especially with Daniel Jones running for his life. Literally every single time.
I don't think the Giants want to be in the NFL anymore.
Bro, I got a lot of shit on the Giants. But hold on. I just want to finish this one with Saquon, right? It never looked like that in New York. So people to be saying, yo, the Giants are idiots. It's like, yo, you wanted to pay him $40 million for 2 years so he could just run into the back of the center and get 1-yard carries? Because that's what it was going to look like. It looked nothing like that in New York because we don't have the talent that they have. The Giants are down bad. It's a laughingstock. Yesterday's performance was abysmal in week 1. Fans are leaving. Fans are staying after the game to boo Daniel Jones. And, bro, there's a part of me that feels so bad for the dude because if you watch the Giant games, because unfortunately I have to pay for Sunday ticket to watch these idiots. But, yo, he's dropping back, George, and immediately rolling out because he has nothing protecting him.
Yeah.
Offensive line has been bad since Eli Manning was there. Every first-round pick that they've signed, with the exception of Dexter Lawrence, has signed no second contract with the team. Daniel Jones, I feel for him. Definitely got to move on from him. Week 2, they're already asking Daboll if he has a decision to make at quarterback.
I seen a post that had the Giants knocked out of playoff contention.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
And bro, like,
yeah.
Am I crazy though? Like, why are people shocked that Saquon is a hell of a talent? This is what it's going to look like for him in Philly every week. It never looked like that in New York because he didn't have any of that in New York.
Nick.
So why pay him?
Yeah.
Why pay him for him to get 3 yards a carry because he's the face of your franchise? Nah, bro. It was an amazing decision that the Giants didn't re-sign him because there's 22 starters on the team. 21 of them need to get replaced. It's just bad. They're a bad organization right now. The worst thing to happen to them was the 2 times they made the playoffs the last decade, 2016 with Eli, and then 2 years ago with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Because, bro, they needed 150 stitches and they were putting Band-Aids over the organization.
Yeah.
Because it's bad. It's like, oh, we made the playoffs. Yo, you're not good. Oh, but we made the playoffs. I'm telling you. And to all the Giants fans that were clamoring for them to take a quarterback in the draft and to trade up, what do you have on your team that you want to trade up? You have no assets. So you to give up all these picks like a Carolina did to trade up to get a Drake May or a Jaden Daniels or a Caleb Williams, whatever it might be, you can't because your team blows. You're not the Eagles. You're not the Ravens. You're not the Niners. You're not a QB away. You're like 4 years away from the year away. You know when teams say that? You know when teams are like,
it's just been dude.
Bro, you know when teams when you break down a team and sometimes everyone says it like, yo, they're a year away.
Yeah.
They're 4 years away from that year away, bro.
Damn.
And it's just
so even if they get to the 4 year mark, they're still a year away.
Bro, it's bad. They owe money to players. They're paying guys that they're either paying veterans or they got rookies on like rookie contracts and there's no in between. And then the guys that are getting paid big bucks, they're not going to be a part of the team. And they're making moves like Brian Burns is dope, but like he had 4 tackles yesterday. Non-factor also.
I heard they were paying some of their players through Apple Pay.
Bro,
is that possible? Big Apple Pay.
Who knows? But the organization, it's bad. Hard Knocks was a nightmare for them. There's like a folk tale when Tom Coughlin got asked to step down instead of being fired.
Mm-hmm.
John Mara went to shake his hand and he kind of walked by him. And in the Giants fan base universe, that was like, yo, that's like our black cat. That's the
point of no return.
Yeah. You know, like the Black Sox scandal. Yeah. It's like this is going to be the thing that's going to hinder the organization. But yo, to me, it was no surprise with Saquon Barkley, and I'm combining the two. Saquon Barkley is going to go absolutely bananas this year, and it has nothing to do with the Giants because what the Giants had, they couldn't allow him to do that. And that's just my spiel. The Giants, I think, the fans are some of the dumbest fans in sports they've become. They used to be a really smart fan base. Now they're just dumb because, again, they wanted to trade up for a quarterback. But how, bro? You don't have these assets. Your team has so many holes. So you can't trade anyone. But then they wanted the 3-game winning streak last year. Remember, I kept saying on the show, I'm like, yo, be careful. This is not good. It's not good because then you're just going to get the 6th and the 10th pick every year, and you're just going to be going through it. Evan Neal sucks. Eli Apple was off the team. Eric Flowers off the team. JPP, they re-sign him. He blows up his hand. He's off the team 6 months later. Odell, the same thing. They re-sign Odell.
He blew his hand up.
Yo, they re-sign Odell. Then they trade him to Cleveland, and they paid him $40 million to leave. Like, yo, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? It's just a bad organization.
They teeter on the line of possibly not existing as a franchise. Am I right or am I wrong? When you make that many wrong choices, maybe the playoff appearance 2 years ago saved it, like how you're saying, like it gave that vibe. But it's like the NFL is going to expand. I have this feeling, right? Because they want to always be making more money.
Saudis gonna come.
Do they expand or do they take your team away? I don't think it would happen because it's New York. It's not like Carolina, which is a very good candidate.
It's wild that you're having this conversation. And it's funny, but like you're also being serious. And I'm trying to think of like possibilities. They are an XFL team right now. Like,
damn,
they're not a good team, bro.
Could join the CFL, bro.
Yo, the fact
they could go dominate Canadian.
That'd be a great college team,
bro. The fact that you played Sam Darnold as on the road in your home opener. You honored the legends. Lawrence Taylor was there. Fucking Victor Cruz. All these
Sam
guys.
Darnold from USC.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, he was 11 of 11 in the first half. I turned to my boy because I had the Giants plus 2.5 in the pool. I was like, yo, when did he turn into Joe Montana? This dude saw a ghost last time he was in here. And now he's Joe Montana. It's just bad, bro. Like, the jerseys were ugly. You guys saw the jerseys they were
I've
wearing?
been waiting to say something.
Holy shit.
You should bury those.
It's just bad, bro. It's just bad. The team is not good. So them paying Saquon would have been a waste. Everyone's like, yo, the Giants. Haha. I'm like, I bet him offensive player of the year. So I was, again, overstimulated, right? White boy lingo. I was hyped. And that was one of the reasons why I did that, because I knew that this was going to happen, man. If this dude stays healthy, he'll be scoring 1 to 2 touchdowns a game. That equates to about 25 to 26 touchdowns. And then, if he has like 26 touchdowns by week 15, they'll try to get him 30.
Oh, yeah.
And then at that point, it's super overstimulated because we're cashing in that bet that we made. And that's the thing, man. I've been holding this back with the Giants. I wanted to wait until we got here. Like, it wasn't a surprise. This is what it's going to look like. They're probably going to win 2 games this year. And they were minus 500 to not make the playoffs. We should have pulled all our money in the stock market and fucking betted on them not making the playoffs. Because that shit should have been minus 2,500. It was minus 500. So $5K to win 1,000. We were already been taking out loans from people. Be like, yo, I'll pay you in like December, bro. We'll be fine.
December, they're not making the
playoffs. It's just that's it. Like, there's not much to talk about the Giants and Vikings game, and like Philly. That was it. I need to
like
breather.
the cat from the Colts, though.